Huawei's Meng Wanzhou flew back to China after a deal with the U.S. A Chinese tech executive faced in Canada on U.S. fraud charges have left the country after reaching an agreement with the prosecutor after years of diplomatic tensions over her fate. Huawei's chief financial officer, Meng Wanzhou, was detained on fraud charges in December 2018 at the request of the United States. On Friday, the U.S. Department of Justice has cancelled an extradition request for her. The case has infuriated China and weakened relations with the United States. And Canada tensions have also prompted accusations that China detained Canadian citizens in retaliation, which China rejected. "My life has been turned upside down. It was a disruptive moment for me," Ms. Meng told reporters after being freed from detention in Canada. "Every cloud has a silver lining," she added. "I will never forget all the good wishes I have received from people all over the world." She boarded an Air China flight bound for the Chinese city of Shenzhen. AFP news agency reported detailing a possible deal for the release of Ms. Meng as the subject of intense talks between U.S. and Chinese diplomats. The United States has accused Meng of defrauding HSBC about the true nature of Huawei's relationship with Skycom, which puts the bank at risk of violating U.S. sanctions against Iran. Postponed litigation agreement. This means that the DOJ will not prosecute Ms. Meng until December 2022 if she meets the conditions set by the court. The case will eventually be dismissed as such agreement, which suggested that she be released, allowed her to formally deny the guilt of a major charge. While acknowledging the allegations of Americans later on Friday, Canadian prosecutors informed the Vancouver court that they had withdrawn their attempts to repatriate her to the United States, and she should be released from custody. She was under house arrest in her multi-million-dollar Vancouver home for nearly 3 years. Before going to court, Ms. Meng was seen entering the building with a Chinese consular officer. The judge ordered her to go free. Part of the agreement Ms. Meng agreed to, the DOJ said Ms. Meng was responsible for her primary role in executing projects to defraud global financial institutions. The DOJ also said it was preparing. The trial against Huawei continued for several months with extensive behind-the-scenes contact. A senior Huawei executive was sent to Washington by the company to try to resolve the case that caused international tensions. For Huawei bosses, this issue is extremely personal. Where his daughter was imprisoned, but for all China this point also became the main cause of anger. It also poisoned the relationship between China and Canada. It is believed that 2 of their citizens, Michael Kovrig and Michael Spavor, were held hostage in the negotiations. The deal has the ability to reduce the tension that arises. But there is still a question that follows. What does the U.S. get from this? And how is the relationship between the North American events and the status of the 2 Michaels in China connected? Ms. Meng is the eldest daughter of billionaire Ren Zhengfei, who founded Huawei in 1987. Today, the company is the world's largest manufacturer of telecom equipment. He served 9 years in the Chinese military until 1983 and was also a member of the Communist Party of China. Huawei faces allegations that Chinese authorities could use its devices for espionage. Denied allegations. In 2019, the U.S. imposed sanctions on Huawei and blacklisted its exports. By cutting off from the core technology, the United Kingdom, Sweden, Australia and Japan have banned Huawei, while other countries, including France and India, have taken measures to halt the ban. Days after Ms. Meng's arrest, China detained 2 Canadian citizens, Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig, on suspicion of spying. Critics accused China of treating them as political negotiators, which is considered part of the so-called hospital diplomacy. China denies this. Last month, Chinese court convicted spy businessman Michael Spavor and sentenced him to 11 years in prison. Canada's condemnation of the sentence. He said his trial did not meet the minimum standards established by international law between Ms. Meng and the United States. May pave the way for both Canadians to be released. But the tension in China-Canada relations will not disappear quickly. Experts say bilateral ties have fallen to record lows since Meng's arrest. The U.S. continues to sue Huawei, and the company remains on a trade blacklist. Other Chinese tech companies, U.S.-based companies such as social media company TikTok, are also facing scrutiny. Rui Ma, a Chinese technology sector analyst, told the BBC that many Chinese companies hope a deal between Ms. Meng and the U.S. may not be possible. Means that the relationship between the United States with China will get worse. But no one saw that there was a reversal of the tension.